Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and I hope you have absolutely wonderful day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make very special Christmas cards with beautiful gingerbread stamps and cutting dies. For all my projects today, I'm going to use Paper Discovery, Gingerbread Fun, stamp and cutting die set. As you can see, they got matching dies to all the stamps and I absolutely love this stamp set collection, so I thought it would be perfect for any makes, because in this video I'm going to focus on some gingerbread. Yes, I love gingerbread. I just can't wait to have a little bit more when I go back to Poland. And yes, that's what we're going to make today. As you can see, I've got some scrap of craft card, which I always leave when I create bigger projects. So this is a really big tip for you. Save that craft card. Yes, because this is perfect card for any gingerbread makes. And we're going to heat set it. So first I'm going to use my anti-static bag and use Versamark ink because it is clear and transparent. And yes, I'm going to use beautiful white embossing powder by Cosmic Shimmer, which is true white, and all the names of the products will be in the description down below, so you can check them out if you want. I absolutely love gingerbread and I just couldn't resist. I just had to make some cards, and actually later on in the video I'm also going to show you other projects I created with the same stamp set, and if you want, all the links to my social media are in the description down below, so you can check all the pictures of the projects that I created, because I put more, and yes, they are really amazing. I wonder, have you ever made any Christmas cards with gingerbread? If you have, what did you create? Please let me know in the comments down below. It would be amazing if you can leave a link so actually I can have a look. That would be fantastic. Or maybe you actually have that stamp and cutting die set. That would be amazing for this year's Christmas cards. Now when this is ready, I'm going to heat set it, and as usual, when I use my heat tool, I heat it for around 20 seconds and then start melting all that beautiful white powder. And I'm not really sure if the camera catches it perfectly, but in real life, the magic happens when the embossing powder melts, and I really love it. Now we're going to die cut all those elements with those matching dies, and it's just so quick and easy. As you can see, I've got a little bit of low tack tape because I just wanted to make sure that my dies don't move when I put them through a die cutting machine. Unfortunately, I couldn't put the cutting die around one of the snowflakes and the bell, but I did it later off camera and it was super easy and quick. I just didn't want all my dies to go on top of each other because they would damage, and that's not what I wanted. Here you can see all my finished beautiful images. However, if you make any mistake with cutting dies, yes, you can use your scissors and make sure it is a very nice edge. Now I'm going to use my Opaque ink by Noir and my ink blending tool to add a little bit of variation, because I love adding more texture and color to my projects. And when you use any inks here, I really suggest you don't cover the whole image, just here and there, and it really makes a big difference. And just to make sure the brown doesn't really stay on our heat embossed images, I'm going to use a scrap piece of cloth because it is the easiest way to clean all your beautiful embossed panels. And yes, our gingerbread actually look like proper and real delicious gingerbread cookies. Do you agree? Would you like to give this technique a go? I really hope you will. Now for the first project, I'm going to use that cutting die from Honeybee, and actually I used two different sets to create this project. With the outline of a house, I created the base. You just have to make sure you've got the fold at the top, and then I die cut the house again from craft card, and the same with roof. Super quick and easy. And yes, I die cut all the elements for the house as well from the craft card. Super quick and easy. And when you do it, you literally can go with any color palette you want. However, as you can see, for this project, I decided to keep it super simple. Now I'm going to use my anti-static bag on the roof and also on the door, and I'm going to use Versamark which is actually a pen with Versamark ink inside. Super cool, right? As you can see, I'm just drawing a little bit of snow here and there, and then again I'm going to use my white Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder, spring over, and yes, we're going to heat set it in a couple of seconds. Super quick and easy, and this way you actually add so much interest to your project. Have you ever used white embossing powder on craft card? If you have, what is your favorite white embossing powder for these projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now when this is ready, we're going to heat set it, but our element is so small, so I had to use tweezers. And I really encourage you to do the same, because we don't want to burn your fingers. And these heat tools are really hot. Now, when these elements are ready, we can start adding a little bit more color. And again, I'm going to use that brown opaque pigment ink. Yes, it is perfect. And with this bigger ink blending tool, actually, you have space to add even more different colors on it. However, as you can see, I had a brown new, so I thought, yes, let's start with the brown first. And what's really good about pigment inks here, that they actually stay wet for a little bit longer, so you can actually heat emboss with them. Just use clear embossing powder if you want. If it is too much for you, you can use a scrap piece of cloth and just get rid of that wetness here. Super quick and easy. I absolutely love this ink, and it is perfect for this project. What is your favorite brown ink for your card making? Please let me know. I would really like to know. Now we're going to assemble the whole house together, and I've got my one and only magic glue, liquid glue, because yes, you do have time to maneuver all those elements, and if you make any mistake, guess what? It dries clear, so no one will ever see. As you can see, I decided to have white curtains for my gingerbread house, because yes, we can do it, and I think it will be more elegant. To add a little bit more dimension to my project, I decided to use double-sided foam adhesive. Yes, super quick and easy, and as usual, I add a little bit of glue first, then double-sided foam adhesive. I peel it off with my pokey tool, add a little bit more liquid glue, and yes, it is ready. And even when that double-sided foam adhesive dries over time, it will be adhered forever, because we actually use that liquid glue, and that's what really makes a difference in any card making or paper craft project. So I really encourage you to use even a little bit of liquid glue. Super cool. Now, when this is ready, again, I'm going to add a little bit more dimension to the roof, and again, I'm going to actually use double-sided foam adhesive to give my project even more dimension. And in real life, it really makes a difference. I actually wonder, have you ever made a gingerbread house out of real gingerbread? If you have, I would really like to see it, so please leave the link to the photo, because I know so many people do it, and I always admire these beautiful creations. They are just so stunning. I love them. Actually, what is your favorite gingerbread? Maybe you've got a very special recipe, or you just like the one from a shop, but there is special brand, so please let me know. I always wait for the one I eat in Poland. They are from very nice bakery. I absolutely love them, and they are the best in the world. And I love the smell of gingerbread. Actually, did you know that in Poland there is a city called Toruń, where they actually sell gingerbread all year round? It is amazing, and it actually has 2 museums of gingerbread. If you haven't been there, I really encourage you to do it, because first you can learn. There are so many different recipes for gingerbread. You can make your own and take it home. Absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to add sentiment in Polish, saying Merry Christmas. And I really think that white and brown here work pretty well. Please let me know, what do you think about this color combo? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope that this video will inspire you to create some makes or cards projects with some gingerbread. For my second project, I'm going to use card making magic cutting die set to create a base for my card. As you can see, these are pretty big circle nesting dies, and I'm going to use the bigger one to die cut it twice from 300 GSM white card, and I'm going to put them together for my card base. But with the smaller one, I'm actually going to use it as a template. And I'm going to show you, it is super quick, easy, and yes, you can have amazing results. As you can see, I'm using my scoreboard to create a flap, score it, burnish, and yes, it is ready. But first, I'm going to use my template, the smaller circle, and I'm actually going to create, let's say, a plate for my gingerbread. And I'm going to use alcohol markers, portrait, illustrator from Spectrum Noir, and it is so super. I'm just trying to make sure that my hand doesn't move when I put it on my template. Yes, I just want to have really nice and even outline. And even then, if you have some bits missing, you can always go back with your alcohol marker and fix it. Super quick, easy, and yes, actually our card will look like a plate with some gingerbread cookies on it. Do you like that? I thought that would be such a great idea. And every year, my friend's mom makes gingerbread. I love it. And that card will be actually for her. Now I'm going to put some gingerbread on my plate, and actually with any of those images you can create any composition you want. I just wanted these cookies to be like in a circular shape. However, you can do whatever you want. And I actually wonder, when you bake your gingerbread, do you actually decorate it? If yes, what is your favorite color combo? I absolutely love decorating gingerbread. I think it is the best, literally the best thing you can do before Christmas. Now again, I'm going to put a sentiment here, and I use exactly the same alcohol marker to color in my sentiment, because first I cut it out from white 300 GSM card. So yes, if you use that trick, you can actually color your sentiments in whatever colors you want. And our second card is done. What do you think about the plate with gingerbread cookies? For the third card, I decided to use 8 by 8 inches embossing folders, and these actually come from Crafter's Companion. These were my very first embossing folders. However, I didn't have enough big cutting die machine, so I had to wait a few years to use them. But this time, it is the time to use them, and for this card, I decided to use those beautiful ribbons. And all the names of those embossing folders will be in the description down below, so you can check them out. However, they are just so old now, so I'm not really sure if you can get them anywhere. As you can see, I created mat and layer with some brown card, and I'm going to embellish it with a little bit of gold ribbon, and I'm going to use 3mm red liner tape to put my ribbon on my embossed panel. And just to make sure it is nice and even, I try to stretch my ribbon first and then adhere the double-sided red liner tape. Super quick and easy, and it will really make a difference when you adhere that ribbon on your card. And as usual, I use my pokey tool to get rid of the backing of the tape, and yes, it will be done. And I'm going to make sure that this adhered on the back. As you can see here, I actually have some double-sided tape, and I'm going to attach it to my brown panel off camera. Super quick and easy. And now you can see my 8 by 8 inches card base, and I'm going to put my panels together on the card. Super quick, easy, and I really think here, now you can play with any composition you want. You can create any scenes with those beautiful, adorable gingerbread cookies. And yes, you can add as many gingerbread men or Christmas trees, candy canes, snowflakes, whatever you want. Yes, I was just so happy when I was creating those cards. Yes, on the side I had a little bit of gingerbread and I ate it. here and there. I just couldn't resist because I love gingerbread. I really have to admit it. Do you like gingerbread? Do you wait for it all year? Because I do. Now, to add a little bit more interest to my card, I decided to use 3D gel glue and attach a very small gold ribbon. It's exactly the same ribbon I used on the side, and just to make sure it is exactly where I wanted, I used a pokey tool. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't add any gems of pearl, so here they are. These ones are actually from Hanky Dory, and they were in my Black Friday mystery bag. So I thought, yes, these will be perfect because that gold on those beautiful pearls is exactly the one that matches my gingerbread cookies. Now you can see all the finished cards here. As you can see, there is plenty of space inside the house. And now we've got the beautiful plate. I really hope the person will enjoy it. And our third card. And now I'm going to show you all the cards I created off camera. So I created the second plate with cookies here. And I created a Christmas tree here with cookies. Yes, you can do it. And now you can see all my 8 by 8 inches cards with gingerbread. I really wonder which one is your favorite. Which one would you like to give it a go? I really hope this video will inspire you to create something with gingerbread cookies this year and give it to someone very special. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye for now. Happy crafting!